uh, then there still should be someone looking at it going, wait a minute, we're going to run out of this copyright. We don't want anyone to grab it so they can do whatever the hell they like with it. And it just boggles my mind that no one was paying attention. I remember when Superman went out of copyright, and I'm sure DC got in there fairly fucking quick to try and claim it back.
So, can I also? I'm just going to change the subject very briefly. I was thinking about H.G. Wells, War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
And I was as a kid, I was really unhappy with the ending, just because what I wanted was a giant battle where the humans defeated the aliens, kind of thing, right? I wanted a war and a big one and lots of guns and everything. But anyway, so the sort of biological solution was just like, oh no. It's like, it's like, what's the word? Game of Thrones. There's just always fucking talk about battles and never actually have one.
Don't you fucking dare mention that name. Take that name out of your mouth for whack.
But basically, what I was thinking about was like, I reckon H.G. Wells was right, except I reckon that's what the cunts are going to do to us, as in the rich. I reckon the H.G. Wells solution will be the solution.
What? Little soldiers?
I've always wondered what happens when they find
biological war.
When
yeah.
Like, why would you use bullets to kill mankind when you can just poison them, as it were?
Because they tried that 2 years ago. It worked a wee bit, and they're going, we're going to have to be better if we don't want to send up drones at 10,000 feet and just ring gas and everyone and go. Today on the news, Kim Kardashian got a new butt implant.
But they don't care. I mean, like, you're just going to...
well, yeah, Kim Kardashian just got a new butt implant, dude. Come on.
Doesn't matter what delivery method you use. My point is that the next war will be first biological and then standard. You use standard to clean up once it's done, right? You don't use bullets. It's just hopelessly inefficient. You just use biological warfare. That'll get the population right the way fucking down. And then you just use cleanup squads for anything that's left, and which cleanup squads can be drones, let's face it. You've got years to work on the technology after it's done.
Oh, you need to keep a few blades together. They discovered that with the Black Plague.
Yeah, sure, yeah. No, but I mean, that's the thing. If you release a biological weapon, some people will be immune. Like 1% will be immune just because of dumb luck, right? I figure.
That's me,
and then there's always like strange Amazonians and things like that. There's other groups that might survive for whatever reason.
They're getting fucked over. I've got weapons. Amazonian tribes ain't going to stand up against me. I'm taking the tank. I'm immune. Take the tank.
How are you going to get your tank to Amazon? and then you're going to run out of fuel shortly thereafter.
Nah. I use villagers for fuel.
I watched Zulu today.
Did you?
Yeah, I bet you did. And it's
I remember
a damn good movie.
Yeah. It's because it's got Michael Caine in it. That man can do no wrong.
It's the only time...
You've got a plummy English accent, yeah?
Yes, it's the only time Michael Caine has actually acted other than Michael Caine.
I'm not actually a big protector of Michael Caine, but even I think that's a low blow, Eric.
It isn't.
Hey, dude, if you had as much Michael Caine as Michael Caine...
I'm not saying he can't act. What I'm saying is that in every film after
he never needed to.
Yeah, he never needed to change his accent anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Robert De Niro. Everyone said he's the greatest actor of a generation, and then I've sort of watched and he's always Robert De Niro. Like, he never actually changes in any way, shape, or form.
Sean Connery.
How is that acting?
Sean Connery.
To be fair, Michael Caine could actually act, which is proven in Zulu.
In what?
A film.
Oh, I see.
No, but listen to me, dude. Sean Connery.
Listen to me. Shush. Listen,
Sean
everyone. Shush.
Connery. Never changed his accent a fucking iota for anything.
Well,
Bond
John Wayne
came from Edinburgh. John Wayne.
John Wayne, yeah.
But, I think there are some actors. I think there's people who can act.
So this is the child of God. I mean, honestly, John Wayne.
Truly. You know the story.
That was it. And the director said, say it with more awe. And he went, awe. This is truly the son of God. That's fucking epic. I love the 30s movies things. I read David Niven's book and it's fucking hilarious. Which one was it? It wasn't. Was it Bring on the Empty Horses? I think that's what it was. It was fucking hilarious.
Really, one of the most impressive things I've ever seen is the Lawrence of Arabia, The Charge.
Mm.
And I was incredibly impressed. I was looking at it going, Lord God, how do you act that kind of glitteriness? And then later on I was reading an interview and they were basically saying that they did not remember doing that take. That they woke up thinking they had to do it and were told that they'd done it the day previously. They were so drunk, they had no memory of it.
There was a spitting image.
Really?
Yeah, really, yeah.
There was a spitting image sketch where it showed you your man, who's Lawrence of Arabia. What's his name? Quick, tell me.
Peter O'Toole.
Peter O'Toole, that was it. Peter O'Toole. He wakes up and he phones up Ollie Reed and he goes, what were we doing? And they're going, I don't know. And he goes, well, I'm missing a leg. And he goes, well, you bet it. And then he's going, yes, and it's really uncomfortable. Go, hey, you didn't have sex with me, did you, Ollie? And he goes, yeah, of course I did. You were a woman. They were a hell of a Hellraiser pair of lunatics.
Must have been good times.
For
Oh,
them,
really
yes,
good.
until Ollie had to get like 87 livers.
Ah, yeah. Well, there's always a downside.
Peter
But does
O'Toole
it
at
matter?
least
Does it matter?
died with the first one, but Ollie Reed kept on going, yeah, I can get a few more pints in, yeah.
I mean, that's my sort of thing. Is like, does it matter? Like, if you had that good a life, like, is it sad that you know what you know?
Yeah,
Pretty
it's the
fucking
same with
amazing.
George Best. George Best,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
in the country went, oh my God, oh no, he's terrible. It's looking bad. And everyone went, yeah, get him a liver. And he got liver and went, yeah, I'm going out in the piss. Died about fucking 8 months later.
He just thought more beer.
Yeah, he did have 2 transplants. George Best got the best. And he just drank them all to fuck. You've got to admire that in a kind of way for the time.
It's
Kind
committed,
of like
isn't it?
James Hunt. You know, I admire it, turning up and handing your pint glass to the starter, then taking off in the race.
I remember an interview with one of the Scotland football players that when the one where they had the opening game in the World Cup, this was in the 80s against Brazil, and he said they were just fucking amazing. He said, but the thing that really got me was it got to half time and they just basically all sat down, opened up a beer, and started smoking cigarettes. And he's like, fucking hell. Like, not only are they much better than us, they're like not even, you know, what's the word, looking after themselves. But that is the world that it was.
Just epic.
Yeah. Well, that was the fun times.
Yeah, I remember I was in the movie, something about this guy who was a golfer, and I'm only in it for a brief instant, can't see me, doesn't matter, but I turned up on the day, and I got to see John, what's his name, that angry guy, he's played Jesus in fucking Apocalypse, that thing that Mel Gibson did and that. And he seemed alright. And I forgot where I was going. What were we talking about?
Who are you?
Oh, right, there he is. Over there. Quick,
Put it.
get your claws around him. Pull him in. Take him to your supper. Drink some gin.
kind of weird. Got Ward just got in touch wishing me Happy New Year and all that.
Who did, sorry?
Oh, guy that used to play War Thunder with.
Yeah, I actually sent a Happy New Year to one of my teammates on ex-teammates on Steam, and the fucker didn't even reply. Cheeky bastard.
Maybe he wasn't
Doesn't
on.
matter really, but
I never
No,
see messages. I don't know how to reply to them.
yeah, he could be. He's not as old as you though. It's possible. It is possible. You have to notice the notifications highlight, so maybe give you that.
Yeah, I never.
I think he's quite technically savvy, so he would be able to do it.
I sent Scott a Happy New Year. He replied. We had a very brief conversation about be good to each other, and that was it.
Oh.
Poor Scott. He's a good guy, but he's got permanent migraine.
I don't care. I took more care over him than you did tonight, you fucking...
That's because you're a wanker.
Alright guys, the children are awake. I have to resume childcare duties, so I think it's a good place to leave it, because you just feel very fanny bores, and that's probably the best way to sum up any conversation or give an interchange.
Good Scottish ending, anyway.
It is a good Scottish ending. Yeah, exactly. Alright, well thank you for clarifying the that bit about the ship. Yeah, Eric, did you think you came over to Edinburgh? Because I mean that must have been like twice in the entire...
I can remember 2 adventures to Edinburgh with...
One was to play diplomacy.
No, I came over for more than that. We had fucking few board games. I slept in your fucking living room, dude. The thing is, I remember going over to a pub scenario with you and who were part of your crew. I knew none of them. I threw out ideas. I got smashed for most of them, and I thought, was
that not like when I did my return trip, or was that still during the earlier days?
That was the very earlier days.
It's because the golden rule: never talk about work on a party.
It wasn't a party.
What was it?
It was in a pub. Oh shit.
He finishes the conversation. It wasn't a party.
It was in a pub. We arranged to meet. I came over. Andy was there because he drove me over.
Was that the clandestine?
I don't know what bar it was. The only bar I've been in.
I know which one it was. That was the secret meeting, wasn't it?
Was that?
That was quite a good party. Yeah. Well, if that's the one I'm thinking of, that was the pre-formation secret meeting where I took the ex-company staff to a place and said, right, we're gonna do a splinter company.
No, this is before you had a company, I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying. This was the meet. That we went to the pub, because that was the night that one of our team got so drunk, or would-be team. He wasn't a company yet, but we got so drunk that we put him in the back of the cab, and we were sort of waved, and the cab drove up about 5 meters up the road, and then stopped and reversed and came back. I was like, oh dear, that does not look good. I can't remember if he threw up in it or what happened. I think the cabbie was basically like, this guy is fucking...
Okay, that could have been that night. I don't know.
It was a good night.
I mean, the pub was the old
It was
looking table.
It was upstairs. Yeah. I think that was one. That one. That was the conspiracy meeting where we were deciding on whether we were doing it or not. And I got
okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, that was yeah, and we weren't making the ship at that point.
I was throwing out things all over the place and getting smacked in the face.
That's because if you work in games, everyone goes, "Oh, I've got an idea for a game." It's like you're trying to make your granny's pants. And put them on your head.
I was the ginger cousin that you were bringing into the room of all these super efficient Mr. Freaks.
No, probably just invite
You
him to come
threw
have
me
fun.
to the lions, you fucker.
Yeah, could just describe the invite. What did the invite say?
It was basically you, I think, phoning me up going, you want to come over? We're going to talk about, I don't know. And I went, yeah, sounds good. That's all right.
Just because you're a fanny boss?
And then
Yeah,
he took me there. Basically, it was Homer in
What,
the fucking.
there is this theory that you're responsible for your own existence,
There is
and
a thing,
yeah, you know. So
There
if you
is
go to
no.
somewhere, if you're
You were
invited to a party,
responsible for my
I
existence
love
on
it.
that
It turns
night,
out if
and
you
you
invite
know
Eric,
it.
if you invite Eric to a
I
party, you
went
have to like
over,
what's the word?
mouth open.
Chaperone him.
I
innocent.
was
This
going.
this is Chris. He has needs.
"Ah."
Could you be nice to him? Don't ask him the following list of questions. He has
No,
very sensitive...
there was nothing of that, and you know it.
Right,
What
guys.
you did
Well, that's
was
not. That's
take
exactly
me over
right.
and get. You went, look, we live in Edinburgh. We are
We're
superior.
sophisticated.
Here's a Fife peasant. Throw him into the lions now. Speak.
I think this goes back to Douglas Adams. What's the word? Knowing your own position in life. All I think is it just reflected on who you were and what your place was, which has nothing to do with everybody else. That's just like I live in Fife. We
have a
we don't get out
reputation.
much.
There is truth to that. We do have a reputation.
Most of these people wouldn't have never heard of Fife.
Oh, they did. Oh, God, they
Well, actually,
did.
that's not true because they
Did
were
you not
based
know
in.
who you were hanging out with? Oh, my
Actually, that's not true
goodness,
because
dude.
that company was based in Dunfermline. All the people from there were from Dunfermline. We're not
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Dunfermline,
Did you
like,
see
right
them? I
Dunfermline.
wouldn't trust them any fucking where.
But they probably
Andy
probably
was one
didn't know
of
it
them.
was in Fife. Yeah. Well, if you came with I also think if you came with Andy, that explains volumes. Andy is a man that if you ever brought him to a party, everyone would what's the word? Studiously ignore.
I
He'd be
actually
like, "Don't leave me in a room with that
I
man."
actually think that on that occasion in that pub, he was not invited. I can't remember
You
him
just said he
being
drove
there.
you over.
Sorry?
You
Yeah,
said he
he did.
drove you over.
Well, I can't remember him being there though. Is that insignificant?
Oh, so what
Well, he
you're saying
was
is you
mostly,
completely
but-
abandoned Andy, and then
Well,
but,
die. Anywhere I went.
Aha.
Guys, I'm off ski. See you later, boys.
Yeah.
Hey,
The woman's telling me that if I don't-
Right.
Look, we'll try and rehost that party for you, Eric, and just so we'll try and go back in time, and we'll give you some
Was he
beer
there
vouchers.
though? Was he there?
I don't remember either of you being there, but then I was very busy trying to sort
Well,
out.
I
company, so-
have a pub. We were sitting in the pub at a nice wooden table.
Mm,
Oh,
that
fuck,
rings
he
a bell.
was there. He was there.
I don't remember him. I remember.
Yeah, I think that's the last time he was there.
And
He
the
was
other thing-
there.
the other
He
thing is
said
that
nothing.
I think we had a commemorative party there. Like, I think we had our first or second birthday party at that pub. So there's a bit of grayness in my mind about was it the first time? Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't. But I don't.
Or
know. I think
did
that
you
pub was where we
drive
had
me
the meeting.
over?
Nah, I wouldn't have come and picked you up and drove you back, and then vice versa. That just sounds mental.
Were you there for
That
golf?
Nah.
Yeah, nah.
Seems well, no.
Nah.
No, because
nah,
I'd also quit the company by then, so I wasn't a staff member. I remember that as well.
Yes. I also
think,
remember
at least
that.
I think that. So I don't think I was going backwards and forwards Dunfermline to work anymore.
True.
So
Right.
if I had been, I was just thinking I would have, come into work in the morning and said, I may as well give you a lift back and we can all go to this thing, and then you can work your own way home. Or something, or no. Logically, you could have stayed the night, and then I'd have gone to work the next morning in Dunfermline. Could have driven you back, for example. But I don't remember that.
No. That didn't happen because you're such a
And knowing
you're
me,
a
I was
horrible
probably trying.
fucking friend. That's all there is
Yeah,
to it.
absolutely.
You
No,
could
knowing
have
me, I was
had
probably.
me sleep in Edinburgh, wake up and go, oh my God, I'm in the city. I should
Probably-
sing. And
Well,
then you
probably,
went, nah. Nah,
Probably I
not
spent
so
the
much of
entire
that.
thing trying to get laid as well. Knowing me, I probably was trying to
Well,
get laid.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. All right,
I can
buddy.
handle that.
I'm gonna go. I may be on tomorrow. I think we got partial childcare, so if you guys are gaming, let me know. If we're gonna do a board game, let me know.
Okay, dude.
All right, buddy. Take care for now.
Catch you later.